By nightfall, the atmosphere...
Like, imagine if I'm having, like, all right, we're going to have Asian Culture Appreciation Day. For the guards, I got Yakuza. For the guards, by the way. But, like, no, this is Asian Culture Appreciation Day.
Hey, bro, we going to have an African festival. Yeah. As the guards are going to have Somalian pirates.
Like...
S-H-Y! And today we got the worst concert deaths ever. This is by Paige Explainer. I'm already knowing Travis Scott.
Travis Scott is going to be front page.
OD.
Yeah.
OD has to
After that, I actually don't know any other Jones. I got 3 raves in here, though. There's just no way.
110,000%. But that being said, let's get straight into it.
Club roof collapse incident. On April 8th, 2020, fans gathered at the Jet Set nightclub.
This year.
They came to see Ruby Perez, one of the most popular merengue singers in the Dominican Republic.
Dang,
the multi-level venue was packed to capacity, with excited concertgoers filling every available space on the dance floor and balconies. What none of them knew was that the building had undergone hasty renovations. Plasterboard had been installed just out.
It'd always be the hasty renovation.
I don't know why they
negligence.
I don't know why they always do it. We saw the same thing with the Olympics video. I don't want to be in no building that was built hastily, bro.
Ever.
I don't, bro.
Ever.
Hours before the event, waterproofing work had been completed only a month prior. Most critically, the roof lacked proper support, with narrow columns only on the sides and none in the center. At 11:45 p.m., as the music reached a crescendo and hundreds of people danced, a low creaking sound began above them. Few noticed it at first over the pounding music. Then, without warning, the entire ceiling structure gave way. Thousands of pounds of concrete...
Lil Yachty's group just descends from the top. He said thousands of pounds of concrete. So, are you here from the floors? It's us.
Stanley.
Sorry.
This shit was like January, February, March, April. This was like 6 months ago, bro.
Rest up. I'm so
this
sorry.
year.
So that means Caribou was still in it.
Materials crashed down onto the crowd below. The collapse was not instantaneous, but happened in horrifying slow motion. Those directly underneath had no... Bodies were instantly crushed under the massive weight. Others found themselves trapped in pocket spaces, alive but pinned by debris. The final...
Oh my god.
Death toll reached 220.
Oh my god!
My goodness, how big was the
club? More than 180 others.
It's actually like, it doesn't even matter, bro. It's like
200 bodies? Bro, that's like a massacre.
That's airplane crash numbers.
Yeah.
Suffering catastrophic injuries. Many victims died not from the initial impact, but from slow suffocation, as their chest cavities were compressed under the weight of the debris. Rescue workers described finding victims still clutching drinks or holding up their phones to record the concert. Later investigations revealed the nightclub owners had received multiple warnings about the roof.
Every single time. I don't even, bro, that's literally manslaughter, murder in every single form and kind of that there is, bro. My goodness.
Structural integrity, but had chosen to ignore them to avoid costly repairs.
And now your life is over.
Yeah.
4-minute concert disaster incident. On October 17th, 2014, thousands of K-pop fans gathered
statute of limitations.
So in
Seongnam, just outside of Seoul, for an outdoor concert by the popular girl group 4 Minute. The free event was held near a busy shopping...
I thought it was a 4-minute concert.
I thought it was like 4 minutes and then tragedy happened. She's the coolest mom ever.
That's hard as shit.
That's hard as heck.
I think that's a man, though.
What? No way.
I didn't see it, and I'm not wearing my glasses. Trees in the way.
The tree's in the way now.
Trees OD in the way.
It was somebody rollerblading with skates on. Oh, sorry, rollerblading.
It was the headband and the forearms that threw me off.
I just couldn't see.
Like it was very petite, man. It looked like a man who was like a vegan or something.
It's because of how tight the clothes was that I was like this.
But like I could see a vegan white guy wearing that.
I see what you're saying. That's why I was like, ooh, was it?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Drawing massive crowds of young people eager to see their idols perform. As the venue filled beyond capacity, some fans looked for better vantage points. A group of approximately 20 to 30 spectators noticed a raised ventilation grate that offered an unobstructed view of the stage.
Also,
the metal grate was part of a ventilation shaft that dropped more than 10 meters straight down. It was never designed to support human weight, especially not dozens of people at once.
I'm not standing on that. That doesn't seem smart. Like at all.
4 Minute took the stage and began their performance. More fans crowded onto the grate. The thin metal cover began to bow under their combined weight. Some witnesses later reported hearing a metallic groaning sound, but in the excitement of the concert, no one paid attention. At 5:53 p.m., with no warning, the grate suddenly gave way. In an instant, 27 people plummeted into the darkness below. Their screams were drowned out by the music as they fell more than 10 meters, the equivalent of a 3-story building.
Oh! Because I was like, 10 meters, that doesn't sound bad, but...
Oh my goodness.
Those who fell first hit solid concrete at the bottom of the shaft. Those who fell seconds later landed on top of them. The impact was devastating. 16 people died from catastrophic.
It's every time he says concrete,
the same joke.
It's the only thing that
the
pops in my
same
mouth.
joke.
He made the group a very normal
Catastrophic injuries, their bodies broken by the fall. Many suffered compound fractures where
that's
bones pierced through skin. Others experienced severe internal bleeding and crushed organs. On stage, the performance continued for several minutes.
Whoa.
Before anyone realized what had happened. By then, the ventilation shaft had become a mass grave of broken bodies. The Station Nightclub fire incident on February 20th, 2003, the Station Nightclub in West Warwick, Rhode Island, was packed with nearly 500 rock fans.
Damn!
They had come to see the band.
There's 500 people in Rhode Island?
I was about to defend it. I thought you were about to say there's 500 people who like rock, and you were about to offend the out of me.
Nah, rock fire. You know, outside of the... That's the only one I can't do. After that, I could do every single one.
I can't lie.
You like metal?
Yeah.
I didn't know
that. I
that.
listened to metal this morning.
Really?
There's a time and place. I think there's a time and place for it.
So that's what that mascara was with the dark eye shadows and the...
No, I'm just melanated. You're just pointing out my Afrocentric features and you're trying to make them feel ugly.
I didn't say they were ugly. I actually was just pointing it out. Why would you assume that I thought that they were ugly?
I like that out of you. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. Good.
Yeah.
That's you know what though? I'm wrong for trying to argue with it with a tucked in button up shirt and the belt outside. And the shoe. Yeah. GG's. Actually, yo, come on, bro.
That's the only way to show off the shoes. This is acceptable.
No.
No? How do you show it off?
You could have just hit that.
I didn't want to put my joint on your wall.
I'd rather you do that than. I take back my compliment. Bro.
Please don't. I need it.
No,
Today's a low confidence day for me.
I was so proud of you.
It's a low confidence day for me. I need it, bro. Please.
It should be a low confidence day.
The small venue was dimly lit with a low ceiling and limited exits. Its walls were lined with polyurethane foam, a cheap soundproofing material that had never been treated with fire retardant.
Stop building cheap buildings, bro.
And chemicals. The foam was highly flammable, but neither the band nor the crowd knew the danger surrounding them. At 11:07 p.m., as Great White took the stage, their tour manager set off a series of pyrotechnic gerbs, shooting sparks into the air as part of the show's opening. The sparks, which reached temperatures of over 1,200 degrees, immediately ignited the foam on.
Wait, they shot sparks in building?
Which is crazy, but like there was a who was like performing on stage and he did like the spark thing and he sparked himself and lit himself on fire or something.
I think I did see that a minute ago. Like a little minute ago, yeah.
Both sides of the stage. At first, some audience members thought the flames were just part of the show. Within 30 seconds, the fire spread across the entire wall behind the stage. Lead singer Jack Russell noticed the growing flames and stopped the performance. By then, it was already too late. The fire moved with terrifying speed, racing across
everything's flammable.
Ceiling at over 15 feet per second.
My goodness!
15 feet per second?
They didn't stand a chance.
Smoke filled the room within 1 minute. The temperature rose to over 1,000 degrees.
Damn!
Panic erupted as hundreds of people rushed toward the main entrance. Bodies piled up at the door, creating a human blockade that made escape impossible for those behind. Many victims died while still on their feet, pressed together so tightly they couldn't fall. Others collapsed from smoke inhalation, their lungs seared by the toxic fume. 100 people.
One exit?
Yeah.
One exit? Are you dead ass?
That doesn't even seem physically possible. There's no way anything is built with one entrance these days.
What?
Yeah.
People perished, including Great White guitarist Ty Longley. Medical examiners later found that most victims died not from burns, but from cyanide poisoning caused by inhaling the burning foam. Altamont
Wow.
stabbing incident. On December 6, 1969, the Altamont Speedway in California hosted a free concert headlined by the Rolling Stones. The event was meant to be the West Coast's answer to Woodstock, a celebration of peace and music for 3 days.
That's ironic.
It gets to a point.
300,000 fans. But one decision would turn the day into a nightmare. The concert organizers hired members of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club as security, paying them $500 worth.
Why the f*** would you do that?
I just don't feel like we gotta look back at past. You know, hindsight's 2020, of course. Hiring Hells Angels for a peace concert, right? It just seems a bit oxymoronic.
Because like it's
just
they're like
a little
rock
bit
adjacent,
you know,
but like
They're a gang. They're literally
with the beer. Ththese weren't trained professionals, but notorious outlaws with a history of violence.
Yeah.
Throughout the day, tensions escalated as the Angels brutally beat fans who got too close to the stage. By nightfall, the atmosphere
Like, imagine if I'm having like, all right, we're gonna have Asian Culture Appreciation Day. For the guards, I got Yakuza. For the guards, by the way. But like, no, this is Asian Culture Appreciation.
Hey, bro, we gonna have an African festival.
Yeah.
As the guards are gonna have Somalian pirates.
Come on. Man. Come on, bro.
As the Rolling Stones performed Under My Thumb, 18-year-old Meredith Hunter Jr. attempted to reach the stage. He was an African-American man.
He's done for. Oh, he's done.
African-American man in 1969?
Yeah, no, yeah, he's done for.
And attending with his white girlfriend. When the Hells Angels blocked...
And this is my problem. Yo, and this is my problem with like white peaceful politicians. It's peaceful until it's in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Imagine, bro. This is 1969. This is not even a grip ago.
This is for peace.
Yeah.
They're playing hippie music.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this shit was never for us, bro.
Path. A scuffle broke out. Hunter, feeling threatened, pulled a revolver.
Oh,
he had it on him. He knew what time it was gonna be.
Over from his jacket. Angel member Alan Pissarro immediately noticed the weapon.
This might completely negate everything I just said.
You know why?
Pissarro
I'm gonna let it finish, but I'm gonna say I will come back to it.
Rushed forward with a hunting knife, stabbing Hunter repeatedly in the back and neck. As Hunter tried to escape, other Angels surrounded him, kicking and beating him as he fell to the ground. The attack happened just yards from Mick Jagger, who continued singing, unaware of the murder taking place. The entire incident was captured by documentary filmmakers. Footage shows Hunter's body being dragged away as blood pooled beneath him. He was stabbed at least 5 times, with one wound piercing his aorta. By the time medical help arrived, Hunter was already dead from massive internal bleeding. His murder happened in full view of thousands, yet most attendees had no idea someone had just been killed.
Whenever it comes to things like these, I'm a little bit skeptical about how the news came out, even with them saying it's recorded, because they said that it was like the body being dragged away.
Yeah,
I don't actually know if I believe that, like,
if
he
you
pulled
believe
it
the
out
recording.
with a revolver and somehow you just managed to stab me before I shot anybody. I just don't know, especially not only that, but you stabbed me in my back. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even stab me from facing. You just happened to be behind me.
Also,
in the gun.
1969.
So I'm just like, and then it's
that's a
1969.
good point. That's a good
So
point.
I'm not saying that it didn't happen, but I am skeptical about how they told us.
You know,
the story.
okay, then my point still
Or
stands.
how the story was like.
I'm gonna still
articulated
stand on
to
my
us.
point.
Yeah.
Because that's I didn't think about it.
And
like
I'm not
that.
talking about the YouTuber because he got this information from online. I'm talking about how it was reported back then.
like the information itself.
Exactly.
Show continued as Hunter's life ended, a brutal death set to a soundtrack of rock and roll. Route 91 Harvest Festival, mass shooting incident.
This is the LA, right? I mean the Los Angeles? No, my dumbass. Las Vegas.
On October 1st, 2017, the Route 91 Harvest Festival in Las Vegas
Yep, I remember this.
was in its final night. Country music star Jason Aldean was on stage performing
You
for
remember this?
No.
No,
a
yeah.
crowd
When
of
was this?
22,000
Like 2017. Like he was in like a hotel.
I wasn't sentient.
fans. The outdoor
You were sentient in 2017.
Not to world problems, no. I was head down on the tablet. Bro, what? I was poor and head down on the tablet. I did not know nothing that was going on. Bro, I
was doing the same thing.
I didn't even know what. Yeah, no. There was no way I was keeping up with public stuff. Yeah.
venue sat directly across from the Mandalay Bay Resort, its massive windows overlooking the
This was massive.
I'd never heard of this today.
grounds. In one of those
Maybe I'm
windows on
lying?
the 32nd floor, 64-year-old Stephen Paddock had spent days preparing. He had brought
You
an arsenal
Paddock
of
on my wrist. My diamonds in this. That's not the same dude? I know that's Uzi, but is it the dude who made
weapons to
Paddock?
his hotel suite, including 23 firearms modified with bump stocks to simulate automatic fire. At 10:05 p.m., as music filled the air, Paddock broke 2 windows in his suite.
Are bump stocks what are bump stocks buttons?
I don't know.
When somebody's like, yo, this junk got a button on the back of it.
No, I thought
It's
that
a
was
bump stock?
switch.
Yeah, but no, it would be like, I got to switch with a button.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, you're
My
good.
fault.
I didn't
But-
know that.
Suite and opened fire on the crowd below. First shots were mistaken for fireworks. Then reality
Yeah.
set in. Bullets rained.
I remember this because I think his name was Dan Brazilian, Dan something. he was there and he was trying to be like a hero. He was actually trying to get. He was like talking to a cop and trying to get a gun from a cop to fight back or something like that.
To shoot up at bro?
Yeah, but he was on some stupid clout chasing.
Oh, it was like recorded?
Down at a rate of 9 per second. The crowd had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide in the open festival grounds. Concert goers dropped to the ground.
Yeah,
many
this shit
already
was
hit.
crazy,
Susan
bro.
Smith, a 53-year-old office manager, was struck in the neck while dancing with her
Wow.
husband. Through vital arteries, killing her almost instantly. Others weren't as fortunate. 27-year-old Sonny Melton died shielding his wife from bullets. Harry Parsons was hit in the head while trying to escape, dying on the asphalt between rows of cars. The shooting continued for more than 10 minutes. Some victims died instantly. Others bled out slowly, help unable to reach them as bullets continued to fall. When it was over, 58 people had been killed. More than 800 others were injured by bullets or in the panic to escape. Medical examiners later found that many victims had sustained multiple gunshot wounds. Each bullet created catastrophic internal damage, shredding organs and severing blood vessels, turning a night of music into the deadliest mass shooting in modern American history. Astroworld Festival crowd surged.
There you go.
Incident. On November 5th, 2021, 50,000 fans gathered at NRG Park in Houston, Texas, for rapper Travis Scott's Astroworld Festival. The event had sold out within minutes of tickets going on sale.
Right.
By nightfall, the crowd was densely
I
packed.
do know about
waiting
this
for the
one.
Yeah.
headliner to take the stage. Many had been standing for hours in the Texas heat. Security measures were already failing. Earlier that day,
Yeah,
hundreds
this is
of
what I
people
heard.
had broken through entrance gates, bypassing security checkpoints. By 8:30 p.m., medical staff had treated dozens for heat exhaustion and dehydration. These were just
It get
warning
hot
signs
in
Hot as
Houston.
Boy.
It get
of what was to
hot.
come. At 9:06 p.m., when Travis Scott began his performance, the crowd surged forward. Those in front were instantly compressed against metal barricades. Behind them, thousands more pushed forward, creating a human wave that no one could resist. People began to fall. Once someone went down, others toppled on top of them. The pressure built to catastrophic levels. In the center of the crowd, people were packed so tightly that their lungs couldn't expand. Medical experts call this compressive asphyxia, death by crushing. Victims remain conscious as their oxygen levels drop. They feel every second of their suffocation. 16-year-old Brianna Rodriguez was one of the first to collapse. The high school junior was crushed under the weight of the crowd, her chest cavity compressed until breathing became impossible. 9-year-old Ezra Blount was on his father's shoulders when the surge hit. Both were knocked down and trampled. Ezra suffered catastrophic organ damage and died 9 days later in the hospital. In total, 10 people died from compression injuries. Their last moments were spent in panic and
Yeah, no, this is the most calm one.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. And not, like, this makes it better.
no, but like compared
yeah, we're
to the
talking
Las
about-
Vegas shooting.
Yeah, 800
gasping
injured.
for breath that wouldn't come,
200
surrounded by
dead.
thousands yet utterly alone in their suffering. The music never stopped.
Oh, a
Oh,
breath ending.
Travis had the...
No, I knew he was
no.
gonna have the least crazy
But
one.
he was gonna
I don't-
be on there
But
nonetheless.
he's the most known one, I think so.
Dang, bro. If y'all go to a concert,
Be safe, bro.
stay safe and listen to our new mixtape dropping soon. It's called Yo-Yoing in Austin, but still standing.
We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Alternative.
Sure check out my stuff.
Not Yo-Yo.
Sure check out Stanley's stuff.
Stanley Live.
We'll get you. Peace.